we're going to talk about the Pack of the Pit. Okay, this is our next expansion pack. As always, it comes with gift cards. Now this time, for the regions, we're going European. We have France, Germany, and Russia as the regions. So it can be Russians with Spetsnaz and even armored vehicles. The French have, of course, the Foreign Legion and paratroopers. The Germans have the KSK and paramilitary groups. And so you have all these new characters that you can try. And of course, it's kind of fun. If you are German or French or Russian, then hey, you can play in your hometown. Have demons invade that. There's two heroes. They are Penrod Wallenstein and Amelia Azevedo. Penrod is a huge, tough guy, and he's kind of front-loaded. He's an advanced character because he has a lot of really good power at the start of the game, but his tech tree for advancement is super terrible. And a lot of his gift slots here just say no bonus. He doesn't get anything for getting them. He just has to grind through. So, but since he starts off really good, he's popular, but then he doesn't advance and has other issues. So he's fun, but he's fun. You know, he's a very popular character. Then we have Amelia Azevedo, the firefighter. She is partly a support character, partly a main character, like most of the people are. Amelia has, her most striking abilities are first, when she moves, she can carry someone else with her, which is really handy to move someone else with her. Her other ability is that one of her gift slots starts with a cost of 0. So at the start of the game, she can just pick anything and put it in there, and she's good to go. So she starts with a gift. That's a really powerful ability for her. Now, her weakness is that she doesn't have very good toughness. It's only 1. And because she's self-sacrificing, troopers absorb less damage for her. So she can't really rely on them to save her, which means that the team captain has to be careful not to let the guys hit her too much because she might go down. Whereas Penrod, of course, Penrod is the guy that gets hit a lot then if you have him in the game, because he actually starts with 2 dice, the only character to do that. So Penrod's the bomb. Let's talk about the 4 circle demons you get with this pack. We have the Hortatory. Now, in case you don't know what a Hortatory is, originally, if you've ever seen a Roman galley movie like Ben-Hur, there's the guy at the front of the thing with the drums going boom, boom, boom while they row. That guy's a Hortatory. So this demon is named after him. And he has drums made out of his own flesh and hide. And as he beats the drums, what happens is all the other demons do more damage. They roll more dice. They're excited by the Hortatory's presence. So as long as the Hortatory is in play, all the other demons are worse off. So that's, the Hortatory. Then we have the Rapparee. Some of you may remember we talked about the Nukkalavi in one of the earlier videos. Well, the Rapparee steals from you like the Nukkalavi does, but the Rapparee takes all of the courage. Not all the courage from the characters and all the courage from the pool, and he puts it here on the pile. When you kill the Rapparee, you can get the courage back. But in the meantime, you have no courage, so if you're planning to upgrade and the Rapparee just spawned, you're not going to do it this turn. And if killing him gets the courage back, but it's harder because you can't upgrade, you don't have courage to spend on helping, so he is the thing. And of course, Rapparee is named after a wild Irish robber because I have Irish blood myself. I wanted to have some Irish stuff. So there's the Rapparee. I like the way he looks. He looks kind of like a spider made out of human parts. And then finally, we have the Gadarene. The Gadarene is a terrifying pig demon. And when he appears, basically his thing he does only happens once when he spawns. Then from then on, he's just another demon. But that one thing is huge because it makes all of the characters on the map move 2 spaces towards the Demon Lord. This often triggers a Lord battle when you're not ready for it. It messes up your ambush structure. For one thing, the first 2 areas you have ambushes in now don't have ambushes in them because they just move up 2 spaces and everything is messed up. Ambushes that move into the Lord's shadow are killed. So the Gadarene really messes up the game, and then you have to kind of spend a while to recover from that. The Lords, we have 2, just like all of these things, and our Lords are Orobos. But Orobos' thing is he has a huge, huge toughness and a huge, huge attack, and when you fight Orobos, if he damages you, you gain special tokens from him, the royal token. And you can spend these to increase your attack or increase your toughness to give you a chance to hurt him. So you kind of want to be hit by Orobos so you can get those royal tokens. It's the only way you can kill him. So you almost have to make a deal with Orobos to let him beat on you for a while. So he usually takes a lot of attacks to kill. You might have to go in after him 4 or 5 times if you accumulate enough royal tokens to take him out. You go in there, you fight him, he beats on, you get royal tokens, then you flee, heal up, go back and hit him again, and so forth. So that's Oribos. Then we have Humbaba. Humbaba is, of course, named after the Scorpion Man of Sumerian myth. And he has an attack with poison arrows that hits every single person in the area. It gives them pestilence. And this is so bad that he doesn't really need anything else. But of course, he has other things too. And the pestilence he gives you is kind of exciting because when you leave Humbaba's space, you actually get rewards and courage based on how much pestilence you have. But of course, then you have the pestilence and get rid of it. So there's that. Okay, let's move on to our maps that we have next coming up. And this time they're actually geographically based. Now, we've talked before about the areas that we give you, like France, the UK, Germany, America, Texas. And you can use any heroes, any regions on these maps, even though they're geographic, because the idea is you're getting help from other countries. So the first one we're going to talk about is Washington, D.C. There we are. This is the Washington, D.C. map. And what we got going on in Washington, D.C. is here in the center part is where there's a lord. He's right there on the Washington Monument. He's eating the monument. That little dot there is the monument kind of sticking up like a tongue out of the demon lord's mouth. And he generates 3 groups of demons every turn, and they go walking down these tracks out here. Now we can move from any of these outer areas using the Beltway. You've been to Washington, D.C., so you can move around, and basically what we're trying to do is keep these demons from escaping and causing too much trouble, but in the meantime we have to get into the middle and kill the demon lord, but we can't let too many of the demons escape the sides, because if they do, we'll lose the game. So there's tons of demons on the map, and we have to kill the demon lord, and we have to suppress it. We have to get ambushes here to slow them down. And this is actually a kind of a fast map, because if you take too much time on it, the demons accumulate in such great numbers that you're just killed by the doom. So that is the Washington, D.C. map. 3 different areas. See, the demons are trying to get to the Capitol building, the White House, and the Pentagon. Then they'll control the U.S., and they'll have like a Congress of demons and a general staff of demons and a president of demons, and then everything will go to hell in a handbasket, which is the goal. So they're spreading out, conquering Washington. You have to stop them. It's up to you. That's the plan. On the back side of this map, we have another place, maybe more sacred than Washington, D.C., and this is St. Peter's. And it kind of works the reverse way. What we have here is the demons want to take down the Vatican. Because why wouldn't they? So here in the middle is the Vatican, and that's where the players start. And we have 3 demon lords at the end of these areas, and they are sending demons in towards the Vatican. But it's not quite as bad as it looks. It's bad, don't get me wrong. But what you have is 2 of these demons are lesser demon lords. I talked about those in my last video. These are the ones that start with 1/3 normal hit points. So here's Humbaba. If Humbaba was a lesser lord in your game, and you had a 4-player game, instead of 20 hit points, he would have 1/3 of that, which is 8. You round up. And so he's easier to kill, but he's still a problem. And also initially, only the highest numbered demon is generating enemies and having them move. So in this case, at the start of the game, it would be this lesser demon is here, and he's sending only his guys. The other ones, the tracks are full of demons, but they're not moving. They're just waiting. Once you kill that demon lord, then this track starts to move and enter in. Once you've killed this demon lord, then this track starts to move, and you can go kill that demon lord. Now, you don't have to kill them in order. You could fight your way through these and kill this demon while that one's still sending enemies in. It's just harder in many ways. Sometimes that's what you have to do, though, because that demon lord is something you don't want to deal with. So you can kill them in any order, but usually people kill the first one, then the second, then the third, while the demons are coming in. And one of the issues that makes this map really hard is that often one of the ways you defeat demons is you're setting ambushes in the areas, right? I mean, it just makes sense. Well, ambushes in areas of a demon that you've killed are now useless. And so all the effort you spent setting those ambushes up is blown, because now these guys are moving and you don't have ambushes there. So you have to go make a whole new set of ambushes. That's one of the challenges of this map. So Washington map, they start in the monument, they spread out. In the Vatican map, they're out in the city of Rome, and they're coming in, moving in on the Vatican. And that's that map.